Hello builders, Mike Killen here from sellyourservice.co.uk. I wasn't entirely sure whether I wanted to do a video today, frankly, because I'd recorded like 3 yesterday, my voice is all dry, and that led me to think about a topic that I've been meaning to talk about for a while, along the lines of commitment and discipline. In fact, let me go triple check my notes that I wrote down. Have you had that feeling within your business that you finally get marketing funnels, or you finally get traffic or Facebook campaigns or lead magnets or content marketing, whatever it is, and everything seems incredibly clear to you? You can visualize your business going forward, and you have a board like that with all your different things written on it, all your different goals written on it, right? And you end up coming back to it and thinking, yeah, this is going to be it. I finally get this. This is finally my opportunity to really push my business to the next level. And you go to sleep and kind of all of that excitement fades away a little bit. And then in 6 months' time, you realize, I haven't really made the progress that I wanted to make, and I haven't really gone in the direction I wanted to go. And then a new opportunity comes along, and it's like something else. So maybe you were doing paid traffic and you had all this clarity, all these ideas you're excited about. You're like, yeah, this is where I'm going to go. And then as your excitement wanes, you think, oh, well, I want to go here now. I want to look at landing pages or squeeze pages or email marketing. And then you get that level of clarity again and level of excitement again. Has that ever happened to you? Well, that's not some unusual. That's something that everyone faces. So let's draw this out, right? So this is our excitement, okay? Let's put excite, there you go. And this is time. Now, you might watch like a really awesome killer video on Facebook traffic, and you think, this is it. Facebook is where I need to be. And your excitement skyrockets to an all-time high, and you think, this is where I need to be. I need to be doing Facebook advertising, or I need to be promoting Facebook advertising, or I need to sell Facebook advertising, or whatever it is. And then it's brilliant for a bit, and then it drops slowly over time. And then you think, why am I doing this? I'm not making any money. I haven't found any customers. No one wants to buy from me. I don't understand it. It's confusing. And then Mike Killen comes along and says, no, what you should be doing, you should be doing email marketing. And you're like, I get it. Finally, that's what I should be doing. And again, it's really high for a bit, and then over time, it sort of drops off and plummets down. And this is maybe every 3 to 6 months, right? Let me know if that's happened to you in the comments, because we're going to fix this today. And I'm going to tell you why this happens and what you should be doing about it. So what this is essentially the grass is greener on the other side. That's really that whole problem. Now, on Facebook in particular, because of all the remarketing, it's really bad. We constantly see adverts for guys who do really well in dropshipping. And then we'll see someone else who's really good at email marketing. And then someone else who's really good at making money on YouTube. And then we'll see someone who's really good at making money on Snapchat. And then see someone who's really good at making money on Instagram. And it actually doesn't matter whether it's the channel, what they're selling to their customers, the services, the niche they go after, whatever. They basically have all these different opportunities, and every 6 months we discover another one. Okay, so there's drop shipping, then there's Facebook, and then there's funnels, and then there's different types of proposals, and then there's remarketing that we should get into, and then there's email, and then there's active campaign, and then there's Twitter, and then there's Snapchat. And every once in a while, a new opportunity gets thrown in this big bucket of opportunities. And what happens is 95% of, actually no, about 90% of the market will keep moving from opportunity to opportunity to opportunity to opportunity. Now, I constantly use the metaphor of when you start a business, you are carving steps into the side of the mountain. And there's a very good reason for that I don't ever think I've fully gone into. I think it's a fairly easy metaphor to understand. If we want to get to the top of this mountain, we obviously have to climb up it, right? This here is where riches lie, right? So this is where the top 5 to 10% of the industry make their money, okay? And our goal is to get to the top of it. Even if it's in a brand new niche and it's a brand new opportunity and a brand new platform and everything's completely fresh and new, we often want to try and get up here. And I have often said that at the bottom, we've got all these different people. Man, you can so tell that I went to University of Product Design. Got all these different people, and they're all going to try different ways to get to the top. Okay, they're all going to try different ways to get to the top. Some of them are just going to try sprinting up there straight away. Okay, they're just going to take all their energy. They're going to get a running start, and bam, they're going to try and get up there as fast as they can, and immediately they're going to overtake you. Okay, they're going to get to about here and overtake you. And if it's like misty, it's like one of those like really like kind of mysterious. Kind of Himalayan type mountains. There's going to be mist at the lower level and they're going to disappear and you're never going to see them again. But you're going to go, nope, I'm going to spend one day carving one step into this mountain. And a few other people are going to try just slowly walking up it, you know. And at the first it's easy because the slope kind of, you know, it's like Kilimanjaro. From a distance it doesn't look like it's very steep, but that's the first half. And it kind of exponentially gets harder. And maybe here, it's solid rock. Okay, it's really easy to get a ground footing when you get started in any industry, any niche, any opportunity, any tool, any of these opportunities, okay? Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter whether it's the niche that you've gone after, the product you're selling, the service you're selling, the business model, whatever it is. At the start, it's going to seem like a real steady footing. And then about here, that's where we start getting... over here we call it slate. It's like loose chippings of rock. And it's around here that the people who are sprinting up are really going to struggle and they kind of go for it. And it's around this kind of mid-level that they start slipping up. It slows them down anyway. But instead, we continue to just carve that step in. So every single day, we're just building another step. And this takes a long time. And it even looks like we're at the starting line for so long. We're there for so long. Around this point, when it starts getting hard, because you've still got to carve these steps, right? Even into the slate mountain. It can be done, you know, it's a bit of an ugly metaphor, but it can still be done. And we still continue carving this in every single day. And around this point, the people who have sprinted up are going to start walking back down and going, no, it can't be done. It's impossible. I don't like it. I've wasted too much energy on this. I didn't get the results I wanted immediately. I figured because I was sprinting up there that I would get to the top really quickly, but turns out it's quite difficult to do that, okay? When we're doing this, they're going to start coming down the mountain and go, tell you what, there's another mountain over there where we've heard of a different opportunity. So let's say this one is selling funnels, right? And we've actually heard that there's an easier opportunity to sell graphic design. Because that's where everyone's saying we should go. I've learned this, I watched this new webinar where this guy said that graphic design's the way to go. Or drop shipping, okay? And we'll even go over some of these over the last sort of year, all these opportunities where everyone's made money. And they're going to wander back down and they're going to go back to this place over here. They're going to try another mountain. And then in 6 to 3 months' time, they're going to try another mountain. And they're going to keep moving on and on and on. And they're going to always be starting. And because they can't get to the top immediately by sprinting there, they're really going to struggle and they're never going to reach the top. Other people who have walked up, sometimes they settle here and they go, do you know what? I'm fine here because it's too hard for me to get up this steeper side of the face. As it gets harder, as you continue to have fewer and fewer customers, as the bills rack up and the workloads increases and you realize just how little you know about building funnels or whatever it is. But you are going to continue to carve those steps. And you're going to see guys about this level who say things like, oh, do you know what, you shouldn't bother going any further. You shouldn't bother. Here's fine. Everyone up there's a rich wanker. Okay, you don't need to be up that level. We're happy here. We can pay the bills here. This is where we're happy. And earlier, they wanted to get to the top. Even if they didn't admit it, they wanted to get there. But now they're settling here. So they're going to tell you to continue settling. All right? But again, we're going to continue carving those steps. And here's what's interesting. It actually makes it easier, if you're doing this properly, you're going to make it easier for other people to come with you. Because these steps make it easier for everybody to use. Now what's interesting is the top, there's only about 5 to 10% of any market who really make money, who really make bank, who are the big players within any one business. And to get there, they've had to do a very similar process. They've had to slowly and repeatedly carve out their niche, their opportunity, their expertise, their market, their customers, and continue on past the people who walked back down and said, no, can't be done. I've heard that this is where the real money is. Past the people who have said, you should stop, you should be happy with where you are, and you keep climbing up. It's not easy, but it requires commitment and it requires habit. The problem is that some people, particularly a lot of the experts and gurus out there, will say, actually, this mountain is easier to climb. Dropshipping is easier to climb. Dropshipping is, I make $92,000 a day on dropshipping. And this, I'm going to show you how, and it's really, really simple. You will still experience the exact same journey going up. Even if that's true, Jeff Bezos makes something like 92 million a year. He went through a process. That's not to say that running an online shop and creating an online business and a series of global enterprises can't be done. He has done it. But it doesn't mean it's easy just because someone's done it. You have to go on that same process, that same journey. So what tends to happen is with all of this we've slowly worked our way up. We commit to a plan, we stick to it, we produce something every day, we're creating every single day, we're doing the right level of work every single day. If you think something should be done once, you should do it 1,000 times. Past all these people, and we get to the top. Because of any market, it doesn't matter what market it is, whether it's marketing funnels, websites, graphic design, logos, drop shipping, whatever it is, it's only 5 to 10% of the players in that market who really make some serious money. And I can even prove this because we can look back, and we've got very short memories as human beings. December this year, so the year just gone, so this is December 2017, everyone was talking about Bitcoin. Oh, you had to get into Bitcoin. Bitcoin's the only way to make any money. It's super easy. Anyone can do it. You can mine it. Where are we now? So, June 2018. At the moment, it's consulting seems to be very big. And selling marketing services. That seems to be big. Before that, it was drop shipping. So around June 2017. Drop shipping was where everyone was supposed to go. Actually, I'm going to even bump this back. I tell you where everyone was telling you should make money is those goddamn fidget spinners. Okay? And everyone was like, oh, they're super easy to get from China and you should go and buy them. And then December before that, so December 2016, that was a pretty good time for drop shipping. People telling us that we should do dropshipping. Now, I don't doubt that there are people making a lot of money with dropshipping. I don't doubt there's people making money with fidget spinners and bitcoins and consulting. The problem is that there's always going to be a new opportunity. There's always going to be a new thing to try and detract your attention from the commitment that you've already put into one area. So when you think actually that something isn't making sense and you go, I've been pouring my heart and soul into marketing funnels and I'm struggling to find customers. I want you to, the next time an opportunity presents itself and you go, oh, I get this, just catch yourself thinking it and go, do you know what? Turns out actually it might not be that. That might not be the thing. Maybe it's my commitment to it and my level of willingness to go all in 100% into this, the thing that I've already created. For example, with Sell Your Service recently, we noticed that a lot of our blog posts on, and I talked about this in the Marketing Continuum video, we noticed that a lot of our posts that were becoming very popular, things like motivation, productivity, you know, and that's great, but it has to still be focused around you as my core audience of funnel builders. Now, people tell me that the freelance website WordPress development crowd is growing. Awesome, fantastic. I'm glad it's growing. I'm glad there are markets that are growing. But for me to then go, or maybe I should go after that market because I've heard that that market is really increasing, and maybe I should move some of my content around this and building funnels. You know, a lot of it's around building, of course, as well. And maybe I should move some of that into these areas here. What I'm finding is that, and we've tried this, I had tried to sort of shift around, and instead I'm not now. I've realised I'm not. If anything, I'm going to double down on the current opportunity that I've got, and I'm going to go, no, I'm actually going to increase the level that I'm committing to this opportunity, to the opportunity that presented itself to me, well, 2-3 years ago now, but I'm now recommitting and reaffirming my desire and action and impact. And so, yeah, we had like 1 post per week, okay? Now, I'm doing 1 video per day. And I think, well, what else can I do? What else can I continue to commit to and continue to drive action towards in this market? So rather than looking for new opportunities in other areas that have presented themselves, until I have dominated this market, until I have reached that top 5 to 10%, and this goes exactly the same for yourself as well, until you've reached that area where you think, yes, this is where my business should be, this is what I'm happy with, this is where I'm making money and I'm profitable and I've got financial freedom, you should be doubling down on what you were working on, as opposed to trying to find new opportunities. Because frankly, you're just starting again, and you start at the base of that mountain again, and you have to start carving steps again. And I would rather continue committing to building those steps into the side of that mountain to reach the top until I had moved on to another one. And absolutely, once I've crushed this particular market, I probably will move on to another one, but I just feel we haven't got there yet, and I doubt that if you're watching this, you feel like you've got there as well. Thanks very much for watching, guys. It was a little bit kind of aggressive, that video. Maybe it's my new haircut, but I've got a couple of videos either side. If you could do me a massive favor by sharing this video with anyone who you'd find it even remotely interesting, that would be extremely helpful to me. And like and subscribe and stuff all down the corner, that really helps me out. I will see you on the next video, where I talk about, I don't know, some other whiteboard level nonsense. I'm Mike from sellyourservice.co.uk, and keep building those funnels.